When you have a series of entries that you use on a regular basis, you can create these as your own custom fill series. This fill series will work just like the fill series that come with Excel. To do this, choose File and then Options, and then Advanced, and scroll down to the very end where you'll find this entry here, this button, Edit Custom Lists. Click the button and the Custom Lists dialog will appear. You can see here that there are the lists for the days of the week and the months of the year. They're already built into Excel, and we're going to add a new list. In the List Entries box here, this is where you'll type the entries for your list. You should place these in the order that you want them to appear in the list. So for example, if we often use the list sequence California, Nevada, Oregon, Washington, Alaska, and Hawaii in that order, we can enter each of these one per line in the List Entries box, making sure to press Enter after each. Once I've added the last entry for my list, all I need to do is to click Add to add the list. This now becomes a list built into Excel. I'll click OK, and then OK again. I can enter this list at any time by typing one of the entries that was in that list, such as Nevada. Then I can click on that cell and drag with the fill handle either down or across to fill the range with my list. You can also create a list from entries already in a workbook. Let's click on this tab here to have a look at this particular worksheet, which has a list of the states and their abbreviations. I want to add the abbreviations as a custom list, and I'm going to do that from the worksheet contents. Again, I'm going to choose File and then Options, and then Advanced, and again click Edit Custom Lists. But this time I'm going to create my list from Spreadsheet Contents. So I'm going to click in here to use this particular list. The dialog disappears down to just a single line, allowing me to select over the cells that contain the list entries. So I'm going to select all of the cells and then click here to expand the dialog back again. You'll see these expand and collapse icons appear inside dialogs in Excel whenever you need to make a selection. I've made my selection, so now I'm going to click Import, and that adds all the list entries, and you can see that they're now a list in Excel. And I'll click OK, and then OK again. To test out my list, I'm going to add a new sheet to my workbook. I'll click in the topmost cell and I'll type one of the abbreviations, the one for California. And now I can click in it and then drag down, and I can create the list of state abbreviations and stop wherever I want to stop. I can't add a list for the actual states themselves. The reason for this is that there's a character limit for lists, and it's 255 characters. All the state names added together would exceed this number of characters. These lists, once they've been created, will be available to you anytime you're working in Excel.